absolutely anything. Today is no exception to that rule. On our back lot, we've got some special effects that are being tested on a standing set of ours. Well, fortunately for us, we have a driver with connections. That's right, Jason's been here for, I don't know how long now, 5, 10 years, something like that. When you're here for that long, you tend to know a lot of people after that. He may get us onto that set a little later on in the tour. We'll let you guys know about that when we get closer to it, though. Right now, pull out your cameras, point them high up into the sky and to your right, and you'll get your first great photo opportunity. It's the symbol and the landmark of the Disney MGM studios. This is our award-winning masterpiece, the Earful Tower. Now, the tower stands a lucky 13 stories tall. It's capped off by 2 Mickey Mouse ears, each weigh over 5,000 pounds. The diameter of the tower is 28.5 feet, so for all you trivia buffs out there, that does translate to a hat size of 342 and 3/8. We know this because each holiday season we top the tower off with a big red stocking cap. On the ground and to your right as we pull around the corner, there are 2 silver space pods used in Disney's 1986 film Flight of the Navigator. As we pull around the corner, take a look onto your left-hand side, you'll see our production bungalows. Now, bungalow is actually just a high-tech Hollywood term for office space. This is where the actors come to sign their contracts. Producers and directors come out here to work on the specifics and the details of a movie or a television deal before, during, and after it's being filmed in the studio. Back on your right-hand side, a very small branch of our greens departments. Now, greenery like this is often used to hide what you or the camera are not supposed to see. Things like cables, microphones, lighting equipment, and other big red shuttles. For instance, we can take a row of these trees back. They're called topiaries, some of your favorite characters from Beauty and the Beast. Now, topiaries like these can take up to 4 years to complete, or 4 months to completely develop. They're made of sphagnum moss and ficus leaves. But depending on the size and the shape of a topiary, it can actually take up to 10 years to fully develop. Like Pete's Dragon out of the Transportation and Ticket Center. Right now we're heading into the more glamorous part of our tour. This is creative costuming. We'll take a look on the far back walls on both sides. You'll see that it starts with a designer's sketch. Then from there, our talented seamstresses and tailors take over. Well, we give them about 175,000 yards of fabric. In turn, they give us 12,000 garments per year. Now take a look at the cases on your left. You'll see some of our more famous garments, worn by Angela Bassett, Whoopi Goldberg. This Jim Carrey's costume from Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Kimberly Williams' wedding gown from Father of the Bride, parts 1 and 2. And in our last case, we have some costumes worn in the movie The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, Eric Wood, and Paige Tamana. Also have that cool little globe that he was playing with. In here we have about 180 artists manufacturing and designing costumes for the Walt Disney World Resort. That does make us the world's largest working wardrobe with about 2.5 million garments in stock. That number grows each and every working day. As a matter of fact, we do so much laundry here that's equal to what we do in one day. You yourself would have to do a load of laundry every night for 33 years straight. Just past costuming, this is our lighting and grip, audio, and camera departments. This is where we put together sophisticated packages for production teams that are currently working here at the studios. We also rent packages out to production teams working around the country on rock concerts, documentaries, location, and industrial shoots. Well, don't be fooled by the size of these buildings. They tell us that we have enough equipment and power in here to light the entire city of Orlando. And just beyond our more technical areas, you get to peek into our scenic shop. Now, this is where carpenters create and maintain the sets that we use in our backlots and sound stages. In here, the carpenters are so creative, they actually turn the exterior of their shop into a movie set. Used it for Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, starring Rick Moranis. It served as the exterior shots for Sterling Laboratories. And to give you guys an idea of how long it takes to film a movie, the scene they shot here is about 7 seconds long, about halfway through the movie, where Rick Moranis comes bursting through a guard shack with his silver solar band. Matter of fact, he came bursting right through that tunnel that we just came out of. It took our production teams nearly 4 days to completely film that 7-second sequence. And that's why it takes so long and why it's so expensive to film a movie nowadays. Now that it's started raining, I do have to remind you guys, I forgot a little earlier, that you guys can use as many ponchos as you like when it starts to rain. I do need to ask you guys to keep your umbrellas closed if you have them, though. That does pose a safety hazard. Once again, keep your umbrellas closed if you do have any. Thanks a lot. Right now we're heading onto our back lot. This is called Residential Street. And you know, folks, a lot of people come up to both Jason and I all the time. They tell us that they'd love to live here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Well, we'd love to have you guys here. But before you decide to pack up your bags and the goldfish are moving into this neighborhood, do me a favor. Take a look for that first house on your right.
It's empty.
And I did say through, as in all the way through, because you can't see all the way through to the backyard. Now, the sign up front pretty much says it all. It's quite an open house. We call that a facade or a false front. The reason we call it that is because it has no insides or backs to it. As a matter of fact, none of the 8 homes here on Residential Street have any inside
Oh, look at these.
they're
Cool.
Well, they've all been created to depict a different style of American architecture. And people generally like to call this Anywhere USA because you literally can be anywhere in the USA here. All 8 homes have been used in either a movie, television show, or a commercial. Well, by far and away, our most famous home is coming up onto your left-hand side.
Golden Girl.
It's the beige Hawaiian-style home with the ferns out front. It was home for 7 Emmy Award-winning seasons to the Golden Girls. That's right, Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia. All the exterior shots were done right here in Florida. The interior shots were done on a soundstage out in Burbank, California. Then when specially edited together, that gives you the television show that you get on your home TV sets. Well, consequently, that is why you never saw any of the Golden Girls jump up off the sofa, run out the door, and get her mail. Because it would have been about a 3,000-mile walk. Up just a bit farther on your right-hand side, a 2-story piece facade that was home to the Westons from Empty Nest. You may remember them as the Golden Girls TV neighbors. That show starred Richard Mulligan, Donna Manoff, David Leisure, Park Overall, Christy McNichol. My personal favorite character, Bear the dog, as Dreyfus. As you pull around the corner, take a look onto your right-hand side. You'll see what appears to be a seedy used car lot. This is actually me and Mo's used star lot where the stars dump their cars. All the vehicles in the star lot have been used in a movie or a television show at one point, from The Gun and Betty Lou's Handbag, 10 Men, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Straight Talk. There's a new movie coming out this summer called Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover, but a couple of guys that quit their jobs to go fishing. Go figure that. So, as you pull around the corner, take a look onto your left-hand side. You'll see our New York Street standing set. This is our own little slice of the Big Apple. We'll be passing by here a little later on our tour. Right now, take a look on your right-hand side. You'll see me waving at you. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing back there? The very back car? You guys staying dry so far? Yeah, you guys are doing a great job of keeping up. Thanks. Just keeping up with the rest of the shuttle here. Yeah, just keep tagging along like that. It's perfect. Thanks. All right, now, Jason's going to take us even deeper into our back lot. He's going to be passing us by our studio boneyard. Now, a boneyard isn't as scary as it sounds. This is actually a place where we house a lot of our larger props until they're needed on a set, like boats, planes, trains, automobiles. A couple of spaceships every now and then. The black speedboat on the corner was in the 100 Lives of Blackjack Savage. Now, this was modeled after an SR-71 Blackbird spy plane. It was clocked at speeds of up to and over 70 miles per hour. So that's not too bad for something that was actually just made to be a prop. A very large C-123 fuselage in Disney's adventure film Operation Dumbo Drop with Ray Liotta, America's biggest hero, Ty the Elephant. Silver solar van from Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. There were 3 used altogether in this movie to depict one vehicle. These military-looking vehicles may look kind of familiar, especially the car, the truck, and the tank.
Indiana Jones.
It's because they were used in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Those 2 minecarts back there were from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Take a close look at the treads in that tank. You'll see they're actually rubber and not steel. And we did this to prevent any harm to any of the stunt people or the actors working on the film. And since Harrison Ford does a lot of his own stunts, we figured we kind of had to take the extra precaution. Now, just around the river bend, 3 blue sedans and a red and orange trolley car used in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Each time one of those cars was hit, shot, or blown up, another one had to be created to depict a different stage of destruction. That's because we didn't film the movie in sequence. Basically, we didn't film it from beginning to end. The trolley car that you see is actually nothing more than a city bus that's converted to look like a trolley car. Those steel wheels are nothing more than fiberglass coverings fitted over the bus's radial tires. So when you saw that move in the movie, it was about 6 or 7 technicians pushing behind it along painted trolley tracks. Well, we did that because it's a whole lot cheaper than actually laying down real trolley tracks and putting a real trolley on there. A couple of colorful push carts and battered up bobsled used in Disney's Cool Runnings. Futuristic-looking cars from Ridley Scott's Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, and Daryl Hannah. And a red Coyote stunt car from the 1980s TV series Hardcastle McCormick. There's a backup. We are. Okay, great. Sounds good to me, guys. Take a look ahead of the shuttle right now. Up in front of the shuttle is a standing set that I was telling you guys about earlier. I don't know if, I know we're going through. I don't know if it's that the crew's on a break or, this shuttle around the back is coming out, so there's kind of a backup. There's kind of a backup with the tour out. Usually we go around, but we'll go ahead and go in there. I do have to give you guys a personal warning of my own. You guys need to stay seated at all times because it's a really bumpy bridge. And also keep a tight grip on all your personal items. This canyon was created after an actual canyon out in Southern California. It took our production teams about 6 months to complete it off the set. That may seem like a pretty long time to build this set. Well, when you think of how long it takes for to build something like this, that doesn't seem that long at all, that does it? We'll stop here for just a little while. You guys can go ahead and take some pictures if you'd like without having to bounce all over the bridge. I do need to ask that you guys stay seated while you are taking those pictures, though. And directly above us, out of sight of you guys, are special platforms that production crews use to mount their cameras so they can shoot directly into the canyon without having any harm done to any of the equipment of the crews. You may notice that the set is a bit wet with some water falling down. That's because they were testing our rain effect a bit earlier. Hey guys. There we go. Thanks a lot. No, this is a fake rain. Yeah, this is actually a rain effect. This is not the real rain. It's created by high-powered spouts located just above us. On the end of those spouts, there are nozzles that push the water upward, outward, in a spiral crisscross direction. So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Jason. Stop. Oh gosh. Okay, guys, hey, let me take care of this. Guys, cut the tape. Ron, cut the tape. This is not the test shuttle. This is the tour shuttle, guys. Oh my gosh. Folks, Backstage Studio Tour is experiencing minor technical difficulties. Everybody stay seated, stay calm, and get you out of here as soon as we can, guys. Oh boy. Gas from the fires and explosions, large white pipes carry the water that made the flood. The flood was actually done when we opened 3 gates to 3 large tanks up above the canyon, sent about 70,000 gallons of water hurling towards our shuttle. Wasn't quite enough, so we also had the green air cannons back there. Those air cannons are so powerful that if you took one from New York and stuck a basketball into it, you could shoot the basketball up and over the Empire State Building with about 13 stories to spare. The Catastrophe Canyon was created with the help of a Hollywood special effects team. What seemed like an out-of-control disaster is actually nothing more than a safe, computerized sequence of events that can be reset and recycled in just about 3.5 minutes. That's usually just enough time for the next shuttle of victims to go. Visitors to come into the canyon and see the show. It's been a long day. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, guys, here they are. Don't give the secret away. Just pretend like you don't know a thing and just wave at them, okay? Because we don't know a thing. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Remember, you don't know a thing, okay? All right. That was perfect, guys. Thanks a lot. Well, folks, from the canyons of California, we're going to head onto the streets of New York City in record time. Sit back, relax, enjoy the breeze. We'll be in New York City in just a few minutes. It looks like we're going to be passing by another shuttle of visitors. Keep doing that. As we pass by them, don't give the secret away again. Just act as strong as you possibly can, smile and wave at them too, and we'll see what they do. All right. Hi. We don't know a thing. We don't know a thing. Hi. How you doing? Hi there. How are you?
You're gonna get wet.
Good. All right, that was perfect, guys. My last chance to say hi, guys. How are you? How's everybody doing back there on the... Oh, my gosh. Jason, we lost the last seat in the canyon, I think. Oh, boy. Folks, don't mention that. That'll be okay. We'll get it back somehow. Just kidding, guys. Take a look over here on your right-hand side.
Yeah.
Through the trees, you can see the Backlot Theater. And that was home to some of the best shows here on property. The Spirit of Pocahontas was one of them. Now, right now, the Backlot Theater is being refurbished and set up with the Hunchback of Notre Dame stage show. That's due out the same day as the movie, June 21st. Come on back out here and visit us, and you can see that one. You can also see some of the structures that keep our backlot standing. Structures on New York Street are created with Florida weather in mind. They can withstand hurricane-level winds up to 100 miles an hour. I know that may not seem too impressive until you figure in the fact that there's not one single brick or stone in New York Street. Matter of fact, the buildings that you see are about 80% styrofoam and fiberglass with a bit of plywood, some steel for some structuring, a thin layer of cement on the outside just to give it texture. If you don't believe me, walk up to any of these buildings and knock on them and you'll see how hollow they really are. Now just beyond the Washington Square Arch, you may recognize this teeming mechanical monster. Now that's Judge Doom's Toontown Dipmobile. That was the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That signaled the end of all tunes. Well, unfortunately for today, that signals the end of our tour. Yeah, but don't worry, hold back all your tears. We'll drop you off right here at the American Film Institute Showcase. Now here you can view lots of sets of props used in different movies and television shows like Home Improvement. Got some props from Dick Tracy, Star Wars, The Day the Earth Stood Still, many others. We will be coming to a full and complete stop real soon. Please wait until we do, then you can stand up and look around you for all your personal belongings, all your friends and family members.
Oh, there's that little weasel thing. There's that weasel.
Megan and Eric.
Move, Jonathan.
It's all right.
Jonathan, move.
Put the cap on. Meg, can you get
All right.
Mike.
Dad!
No, here it is.
Come on, Tommy now. You know what your dad would say when you do that? Hey, Mom.
I think I need a stroller.
Come on.
All passengers, please proceed to the boarding area immediately.
Well, how should I know what's wrong with the ship? I'm an interpreter, not an astronaut. We can't just check the logic sense. Sometimes I think these you can't passport and the necessary visas prior to leaving the spaceport. Passengers requiring assistance should visit the nearest information kiosk. Thank you.
Star Tours is now offering convenient daily departures to the exciting Moonlight. Come spend an afternoon boarding a kayak with the lovely walks in their charming tribal villages. It's a fun-filled visit that you and your family will remember forever. Just ask for the Indoor Express, available only from Star Tours. Non-stop flights leave every few minutes, so don't delay. Visit Endor today.
No,
to continue the boarding of Flight 55 to Endor. All passengers holding confirmed tickets may board at this time 3803.
Star Tours is proud to introduce the Star Speeder 3000. The most important reservations are limited, so call your travel agent for Star Tours today.
So long as you don't mess this up. Watch your language and check the data cannons. That was what they do. Now, shut down the system before it discharges.
Two droids. Circuits continue to detect a decrease in production activities in Droid Sector 2. Shutdown procedures will begin in 60 seconds unless...
Stuff. And then they had or whatever. It was huge. And then they had up there between those two buildings, they had a thing where they had a DJ rather than a light show. Oh, girl. All right, let's go. Oh, my God. Who did that? Diet Coke. Need some caffeine, man. What do you think? You can get it better now.
With the New York?
Oh, I tried to get you to get behind the monkeys earlier.
How do you get up there?
Up there.
Tails go.
Tom, that's a dog's nose.
Scoot back a little bit, Karen. Yeah! That's good. Go on. Did you get both of us? Yeah.
Over here?
Good doggy.
Right there. I look up.
Sorry.
Oh, guys, it's the dog nose. Something's making noise over there.
How do we get out?
Over there.
Hey, come here.
What's this supposed to be?
Are we inside a spider web?
Yeah.
Spider in here. I can see the spider in here. Ryan, where's Tyler? It's me.
I got your picture. That little sweet part of hair on my neck. Little hissy fit.
When he comes out of that office in just a moment.
Call you up here.
Well, I got that bass on, don't they?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Disney MGM Studios. My name is Philip, and in just a moment it will be my pleasure to introduce to you the newest president of the Disney MGM Studios, as well as one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Mr. Ace Ventura. Now, in just a moment, he will be stepping out of that office, which he just recently opened here on New York Street, and has graciously agreed to take some time out of his busy schedule to talk to us today about his movie career and what it's like to be the world's most famous pet detective. So do we have any Ace Ventura fans out there? Well, all righty then. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you a great humanitarian, a lover of all animals, and the world's most famous pet detective. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Ace Ventura! That's your cue, Ace. Ace. Could somebody shout Ace? Did someone call for a pet detective? Here he is! That's how close it is.
Let's do everything your way.
Well, ladies, I'd just like to start out by saying that I'm a real big fan of yours. It's a great honor to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Kibble?
No thanks.
Oh, righty then.
The ace.
MC?
I'd just like to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
Your request is not unlike your lower intestines. Stinky. And loaded with danger. Biscuit?
Biscuit?
Yummy.
No thanks. Ace, we're all interested to hear about the making of your latest movie, When Nature Calls. Now, I understand it took place in the Himalayas and the jungles of Africa.
Nonsense, Poopy Pants.
Well, the jungles of Africa, that must have been fascinating. Could you give us some of your impressions of Africa? Okay. Hey, no, hey. Oh, not that kind of impression.
Oh,
You understand?
gotcha. Well, let me hear you. I'm gonna make it rain. Thank you. And thank you.
Okay, sorry. You know, before you arrived, I was talking to some of your fans down there, and they gave me some questions to ask you. Yes. Well, the first question came from these kids right down front here. They want to know, how do you get your hair to do that?
Do what?
That.
What's it doing?
Well, that thing.
Is it doing it now?
Okay, all right. Hey, the next question was a pretty popular one, especially among the ladies in the audience here. Are you single?
Yes. There's only one of me.
Okay, all right. There's only one more question I
Oh,
need to
no.
ask you. What?
No.
What?
Look.
Holy
Shakaka.
What's that?
$10,000. That is the Cerathosis falconus, more commonly known as the extremely rare brassard spider. We're talking the mother of all spiders, you people.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, according to this flyer, this rare spider was reported missing from the private arachniid collection of entomologist Schlinger near Landscape Factory, France III.
Stay put, you odd little arthropod. I'm coming to get you.
But hey, please,
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Eastern Shore Vegetation. Yes, Mr. Eisner. Yes, it is raining. I'll get this spider later. Alrighty then, you're the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to meet me or what? Woo! The spider's gonna have to wait. I'll get you later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, due to the bad weather, we're going to have to continue our show right here, but he's going to also give you our autographs. If you want to meet him, we're going to have you form a line right in between those yellow barricades there and continuing over there for a picture and an autograph, as he will be standing right over there from that line. So please, make him out over there. He's ready to be ace. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the rainy Disney MGM Studios, and please keep an eye on your fence.